on the contract.
So what are those costs?
$79,905.04.
That's what you want to charge us. That's
Yes.
what your costs are. We had this conversation last time.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you didn't make a profit, that's not an issue.
Okay.
You've been making a profit all the way along through this project from the very beginning, up until the stop of charges, which the charges were apparently.
And July
I
1st.
wasn't at that meeting, but in this last meeting, it said in there on Tammy's notes that Moore Engineering wasn't gonna charge us anymore, period.
Well, I think it's unfair to say that we're gonna just continue to work in this community forever and not be able to.
We don't expect you to charge ever either.
Why would the city be responsible at all?
City,
Why is Sherman
the city's,
totally responsible for the additional work that you guys are doing?
that's what I'm asking, that's what I'm asking you to
And
do.
they should be.
I'm asking you to assess them, the damages, and use those to pay for the engineering services. I can't legally go to Sherman's and say, write me a check for this, because I don't have any type of contract with Sherman's Excavating.
You don't.
My contract is with you, and you've got a contract with Sherman's. Yeah, there's nothing legally between Sherman's and Moore Engineering that we could do. Otherwise, yeah, that'd be illegal. But we can't do that. That's why we have liquidated damages, because when contractors go above and beyond, there's costs in there. Now, when you ask what my costs are, my actual costs, are you saying that I'm not entitled to make a profit because?
I just said, I didn't say that. I'm saying from the time that the extensions stop, you know, I think we'd feel a lot better about paying actual expenses than paying profit on top of the expenses when you've made a profit all the way through the contract up until the contract is done.
So what you're saying is since that time, I'm not entitled to a profit? I mean, I think that's unfair to say, because had the project been done, we would have been working on a different project, making a profit.
We would like that too.
Yeah, yeah. But, and, you know, perfect example, Larry DeBoer, who's here, I had another project in St. John, which he was gonna go to, that had a project that started this fall. I could not send him there, I had to hire another guy to go do that. And then he's gotta be here, and now I can't make a profit on that, so I take essentially the profit away from that project. I don't think that's fair.
Well, I guess, do we think it's fair that we've been paying for all these extensions and?
Well, let's go back in time. Let's go back to that meeting where we had the citizen input on, we were running up against extensions, and it hit the airwaves that we were having $1,000 a day in expenses. If I'm looking at the numbers here correctly, I'm seeing $1,000 a day, and I know you expressed to us that there was no way that those daily costs were equating to $1,000 a day. So.
Comes out to $1,354 based on what you told us at the last meeting.
So that would belie any of our fears at that meeting back in, I think it was July. And you guys precluded any additional costs. And again,
Due to the time extension.
I understand why you're here.
Yeah.
So I had this discussion with Kenny today. All through this period of time, no matter what projects that we proceed down, who is the watchdog for a construction firm? You know, you've got the on-site engineering services, which they're to make sure that the work is being done correctly. So is it the city's responsibility to be there to be pushing your contractor? Because what I'm seeing here is the liquidated damages did not equate to anything that presently are being presented to us
Right.
for damages that are being incurred.
Right.
So, you know, the $600 a day, it's not enough.
I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
I mean,
But that's what they.
I would walk down the road to another project saying, you know, having been in this situation here today, I would say we would definitely be looking at something more in the likelihood that would cover costs and liquidated damages. Because obviously the city of Harvey, and again, no fault of ours, no fault of yours, but somebody's at fault. There still were inconveniences that the city and the citizens incurred through this period of time, and you're literally saying, We want all the liquidated damages.